In this month's lifestyle article, we're talking about making a positive impact on students, a very encouraging article. And here to help me talk about this is Joe. Welcome back, Joe.
Oh, well, it's wonderful to be here, and I think we have really interesting topics to discuss today.
That's right. We talk about special needs students working in a cafe, and they're learning about the different skills that are involved when it comes to working in a coffee shop or cafe. And it makes me think about my first job. My first job was not in a cafe. One of my first jobs was working in a grocery store.
Oh.
How about you, Joe?
Well, one of my first jobs was working on my family's farm, so we had a petting zoo. But if I had to think about the first job I actually had to do an interview for,
Yeah.
that was at a Santa set in the mall where I was acting as a photographer.
Okay. Wow.
So I was taking pictures for Christmas, basically.
All right, Joe, what are some of the skills that you learned during that Santa job?
Oh my goodness, so many. I think one of the main things was how to be sort of polite and calm during stressful situations.
Lots of kids. Right?
Lots of kids, and in the United States, the Christmas shopping season is very intense,
Yes.
really a hectic season.
All right, Joe, when it comes to education, we often focus on gaining knowledge, which of course is necessary and important. But do you think we should be putting more emphasis on practical experience? Like these kids were working in a cafe, they're getting a lot of practical experience.
Right, so they get a lot of hands-on experience, and I think that can be really valuable. There's a lot to be said of not just focusing in on textbooks and tests, but also the sort of everyday skills that we require to be successful outside of the school environment.
Right, so we need both, right? The knowledge and the hands-on or practical experience. Well, Joe, in day 2 of our lifestyle article, we are reminded of how we as adults can have a positive impact on kids. Joe, could you share about a time from your childhood when an adult made a positive impact on you?
You know, actually, when I was thinking about this question, I was thinking about working on the family farm, and we had a manager there he was actually our next door neighbor. And I felt like I had learned so much of my work ethic from this man.
Yeah.
He had been retired, but basically our farm was sort of like a second career for him after retirement. And so we basically had worked together, and he had taught me so much about like working hard and being persistent and also taking responsibility.
Right. All right, those are great, and we can learn from those around us, and it's important to make a positive impact ourselves as well, right?
Right,
We can think about
definitely.
not only kids who are around us, that's important, but other people. We can make a positive impact on the lives of others. And so we hope that you find this article to be insightful and that you check out the entire article in Advanced Magazine.